We should have did those Max. I guess we don't really have to.
Oh yeah.
But
The first live of 2023.
whoop whoop.
We're super excited. Um, and we got some exciting news this week as well. It's almost unbelievable what happened, and I got people that can verify it. But we're gonna let some people get in here before we kind of go in it. And I figured I'd put up my old partner here, Max. Everybody asks us about Max. Max is my K9 partner, and we thought we would bring him along tonight.
You're so funny.
Ask us about Max. Max is my K9 partner. All right.
Oh, my ads came on. Okay. Good evening, Healing Heart, Husker Boy, Judy, Deborah, Patty, Betty, Ed, Lisa, Jeanette, Peggy,
Kirkpatrick,
Roxanne, Steve, Kelly,
Eddie
Teresa,
Cox,
Shelly, Cindy, Earl, Colt, Lila, Marla.
yes.
Bethany's on here.
Well, that is
Hi,
awesome.
welcome to my channel. Bethany's so retarded. Sorry, that's my sister.
Randy, how are you? Brooke, hello from Sawyer. What's up, buddy? Yes, he did do a Leighton. He does an amazing job, especially with the animals, and we got some big news. But I'm going to try my best not to let that out until the videos come out. We got good news. We got a lot of things that's happened this last week. This is a little crooked. We got a lot of things that has happened this last week. So we're going to give it a little bit of time, let some people hop on here.
Cocoa Beach, Florida. West Texas. Well, how has everyone's New Year's went? Let us know. Or Christmas, all of it. Hope everyone had an awesome holiday. The kids started back at work. The kids started back at school today. So I got a little bit of cleaning to do.
Wrong one.
But yeah, the kids started back to school, so I got some cleaning done around here, and I went to Brooke's house, got some laundry done.
K Hobbs, how are you? Yes, everything's going well, and here in a second we'll give it just a little bit more. I'll probably repeat it a couple times because we try to stay on a little longer than a lot of other channels do, just because I know there's people that come in throughout the night and they can stop by.
Just because we got people at different times of the different.
Hopefully everyone
Whatever.
had a wonderful New Year. As most of y'all seen Stephanie's video, the problem with the cabin or tiny home.
Yeah.
We got some issues with that, but it is going to be leaving the farm. So that's just kind of saying goodbye to it, and hopefully they make it right with us, and we'll get another one out here. So we'll just see. I just didn't see into paying that kind of money for something that wasn't,
that you couldn't even put anything in just because of all the it rained one time, not even for a long period, and there was water inside the building. Leighton obviously couldn't live inside of it or have a room inside of it, so we're not gonna endanger him.
Yeah, and not only that, it's just yeah. But I think they're going to make it right. So we're going to continue. I've been talking with the company, and it sounds like we will be getting a different one. We'll finish up the rest of the conversations this week. The way I explained it was I didn't see him paying that kind of money for something that wasn't complete that they would not actually, sell again for the same price. Um, they tried to, knock some off, and I was just like, no, I'm not satisfied with it. It's got some issues, and um, the looks of it on the outside, it means a lot to us because we're going to be painting everything the color of the barn color red. So um, it looks like hopefully they'll pick it up here in the next week or so, and we'll find out what happens from there.
I know. Cindy said she had 3 ambulance trips to the hospital in 5 days because of CBD. Better now, though. I'm glad you're doing better and on the mend. That's just both C words are bad stuff.
Yeah, we
Animals are doing good.
y'all would. I mean, the ones that have been on me about the building will be happy. The videos haven't come out yet, but I completed the shop building.
Oh yeah, this one that we're in.
Yes, so it's completed on both ends. We still got to put trim around it, and then we also have got the water line buried at the very end where it was all open. We got our water line tied in together, and we're running our PEX back out to the trailer. So we have definitely made some leadway this week, and we've done most of it at night or right before work. So.
Yeah.
Uh,
We have got worked by so many contractors. I hope you guys are treated right. We had a bad framer when our house was built, and 5 years later, we are still trying to fix it.
Well, I will say I did call the conversation we had out here that day. The repairman came out, he looked at it, and he was just like, wow. And he was like, they didn't do this, they didn't do that. And he was like, well, this is one of the one of the first buildings we built after the 2 companies merged. And then that really got to make me feel good. I'm like, well, they just put it out there, So I'll let him do his stuff throughout the day, and he came over and asked me. He said, "I don't think this paint's going to match." And he had already went around painting, and we had these little red marks all the way around the building and the window frame. None of it really matched up, and
we got little specks all over just from where the nails were into the 2 before from the outside, and it just.
So I guess where it was bowled out, I thought it was from water, but he said that they didn't put nails along the 2 before the studs. So he went around the whole building putting a bunch of nails. So wherever he put a nail, he put that red paint, and it didn't look good. So I told him, I said, I just have them pick it up. I want to switch it out. He kind of looked at me funny, and I was like, well, I mean, would you want to pay full price for this and knowing this ain't done right? He was like, no, I see your point. He was like, but we can fix it. And I said, that ain't the point. We've already had issues. You're having to come down here and change things just to keep it from leaking. I want it built the right way, and he gave me the gentleman's name to actually speak with about changing it out. So we spoke with him, and I've been in communication with him today since after the holidays, and I can say that I have nothing negative to say about them. They sound like they're going to uphold their end and get us another one. And well, we haven't got it finalized, but it sounds like it's going that direction. So.
How's your finger?
My finger's good.
And your hand and everything else.
It's good. It's got a scab on it, but that's just one of those deals that me growing up, I don't wear gloves. There's very, very few occasions I wear gloves, and that's just the way it is. So I know there's numerous comments in there about gloves. and I just don't. I've never been able to work with them, not unless I'm holiday or dealing with heavy equipment or something like that. So
I've never been a glove wearer until I really got cold out here and actually had gloves, and I don't ever take them off, I don't think. But now working with wood and stuff, you can't grip good stuff.
Okay, they absolutely love the four wheelers, and we're slowly going to release video footage of that. We just got some wind that YouTube's real big on ATVs and stuff, so we don't want to show much of it because we don't want to get in trouble. Um, and if y'all watched Steph's video today, y'all seen that the kids appeared back in it a little at a time. It's just we're going to change some things up where we're going to put the segments in at, and we'll go from there. Because let me tell you, it was so hard to tell the kids that we got to film on Steph's channel. Is like because they're always with us and they're always wanting to help, and they would stand behind while she filmed or whatever, and that was heartbreaking. Which we didn't change nothing up on our channel. It's just we've had our channel for 4 years, so I guess we're kind of proven or something. I don't know, but I don't want to say that and jinx ourselves.
Brendan has to get some steel toe gloves to protect his fingers.
Yeah.
I love your new ride, Stephanie. I love it too, especially in the mornings. It's been helping out just because it's still dark, and I'd rather be in a vehicle of any sort in the dark. I do not like the dark. And even in the evening time, when sometimes we get home late, and me and Leighton will run outside and just feed real fast, and that's a lot. It's useful. It's very useful.
Yeah, usually when I get started on a project, I try to complete it, and there's just some things that don't get complete, and then my mind, I will just stop something and I'll go right back into doing something else, and then the other day I wanted to start on the water line, but I kept looking at the building, kept looking at it, and I was like, you know what? I've just got to make the time and just do it. So I went ahead and used that day to complete the building, and it took all my morning because I was working half a days, but it's up, it's good, and yeah, it. One reason is we are going to insulate this building.
I think with that Pink Panther stuff.
Yeah, we're going to put the Pink Panther stuff in. There is we have plenty plug-ins in this building, but we're going to put the Pink Panther stuff in and put paneling on the wall just like we was the tiny cabin, and yeah, so it'll stay warm and we don't have to have a heater in here and things like that. Which we've also got a heater that Ed Kirkpatrick sent us, and it's actually right there. It's really big. It's one of those that you set in
put in the wall.
Put in the wall. But once we get everything insulated in here and get a bigger propane tank, we're going to actually put that in here and mount it. That way we can keep it warm in here.
I was just wanting to let y'all know on YouTube I seen a hot water heater is like y'all's are living is small, and you may want to Google it and look into it for your cabin when you get it going.
Okay, awesome. Just shoot us an email. Like I say, sometimes it takes a little bit to get through the emails, but we're getting there slowly but surely.
I'm ready for spring. I'm complicated when it comes to weather, like seasons. Winter, I don't like winter. That's probably my worst one, just because I do not do good in cold. I freeze in the summertime. I just freeze. But summer's pretty good. I mean, obviously you're hot, and then you're wishing for winter, and then winter gets around and you're wishing for summer. But then fall, I don't like leaves, and then spring is like when all the bumblebees come out. So I'm just picky on my seasons, I guess. I enjoy them. I make the best out of them. I just
Thank you for
don't
the
have a
prayers.
favorite.
Okay, so the update on Carly. So we took her to a vet. I have not been able to get back into. I had something come up at work, so I had to cancel the appointment with the vet here local. He actually graduated from the same school as where I did. Um, so the last one that I went to, and they actually looked at it and said that the ankle was fused together, and that it would cause her more discomfort if we was to put a brace on it, because we had numerous comments about braces. Put a brace on it, this and that, and they said if she was born that way and you put a brace on her leg, she's going to be more uncomfortable than what she would be without it. Um, does it look like it hurts? The vet said yes, it does look like it hurts, but with her being born that way, she knows no different. But I'm still going to take her to, I can't think of his name right now. Heidi's brother. Wow.
I'm like, I don't know Heidi.
Yeah, you do. Her boy plays on.
Oh, I don't know her brother then.
Yeah. Anyways,
Jameson's mom.
Yeah. We're going there.
I know baseball players. I don't know parents.
Liz, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Thank you. So that's the deal with Carly, and I know it does look like she's in pain, but I'm telling you, if she was in pain, she wouldn't come up and be lovey-dovey like she is. And you know, there for a while, I just wasn't showing video, but we are real.
I think we wasn't really sure at the time too. Like
Yeah,
before
right.
we actually took her to the vet, we was kind of like, oh, does she really hurt?
Yeah.
We kind of felt bad for her, but now we know. I mean, because she is a funny dog. She's happy. I mean, she walks and almost runs faster than she probably could with a normal foot or leg. I mean, she's pretty fast. She outruns me. Yeah, she is perfect the way she is.
So yeah, I've had somebody say something about the amputation. That wasn't actually me going there. That was just me talking. I've had so many people reach out to me, send me to people, and we're not going to amputate her leg. There's just no way in the world. Not unless.
If she was in pain, then yes, we would, but she's not in any pain.
It's at the tip of my tongue. It's on my phone there. Cade. Not unless Cade. Cade is the one I'm going to take his final opinion. I trust him. He deals with everybody's animals in this area. He's the vet to the max. So when we do get her in there, I'm going to take his opinion. And he said that he would do a full workup on her. We're going to do the blood work, labs, everything. That way we have a fresh start with her, and we'll go from there. Yeah, she does give. Steph gets on to me all the time because when I go out there, I love on her. She hops up and she hops up on the kids and stuff, and we tell her no, but Steph says I shouldn't do it, but I just absolutely love it when she comes up and wraps her paws around me. So, well, we've almost got 400 people in here, so I'm going to tell y'all what.
I don't even know what the thing is. I thought we already talked about it.
No. So, earlier this week, or over the holiday weekend, our lights quit working in our trailer. We had no lights. We didn't have a water pump. We didn't have the furnace. Anything. Luckily,
just half of our RV shut down.
Yeah. So luckily, it wasn't cold or anything. there's a couple nights this week we had to open the windows.
Yeah.
Um,
It was 70 degrees.
so I looked at it, went through all the breakers. I called William. He come down and looked at it. I spoke with a couple electricians. They told me some things to look at, and this went on for 3 days. 3 days. And what I'm about to tell you, I ain't trying to take credit or nothing. I'm telling you how God works. So 3 days, no electricity. We done everything, went through everything, and I get to work, and I get a call of a lady that has had her chair repossessed by a company, and they had just bought it. But I guess when they bought the chair, they delivered it, and when they delivered it, they took the lady's old chair and took it with them. Well, 2 days later, they come back with the chair and to repossess the chair because her nephew, actually, the one filled out the application. They said they tried to call his phone number and it was disconnected. So they said they was repossessing the chair for fraudulent application. So me and Blake can verify this. Go down to the place where this is at, and I asked them about it, and they was like, yeah, it's a fraudulent application. I said, okay. I said, what about her chair? Can we get her chair back to, because she has issues with her legs, her knees. She can't sleep in a bed. That's how she sleeps, in a recliner. And they said, well, somebody has took the top half of it. So they take me out back and they show me, and all of it's there. Somebody's took the top half of the chair, did whatever. So I was like, oh wow. So I said, well, will you show me what chair y'all actually repossessed from her house? So took me over there and showed me the chair, and I was like, good Lord, $1,300 for that chair. And he was like, well, you can buy it outright for $700 or whatever. And I got to thinking, I was like, you pay double when you have to pay it out. I mean, I was thinking to myself, well, they're just taking advantage of the not so wealthy people. I mean, basically you have to pay double just because you have to make payments. But anyways, that's a whole nother story. So he said, well, she didn't like the chair anyway. She thought it was a little too small for her. I said, okay. And there's a couple other chairs sitting over there. And I said, what about that chair? And he was like, well, the cash price on it was $700. And I said, well, it's got a broke arm there. Is there a way you can see if you can get it knocked down a little bit? I'll just buy it myself, and we can get this all resolved. And he said, made some phone calls, and they ended up knocking it down some. So I bought the chair. We put it in. Me and Blake put it in the back of the truck, and we brought it out here and got the screw gun and everything, and fixed the arm. On the way back to town, I told Blake, I said, it's really nice that I'm able to do this kind of stuff now. It makes me feel really good. I said, well, what if, me doing a good deed, maybe come home tonight and all my lights are on. And
well, it's New Year's.
Yeah, it's New Year's
or New Year's Eve.
We went over Blake's for New Year's Eve, and I get home a little before midnight, and I pull up, and like all the lights are on, and I call Steph. I was like, ask Blake what I said. Tell him it happened. And Blake immediately said, your lights are on. So just talking about it gives me chill bumps. But it's amazing how God works, because that wasn't no coincidence. That is the power of God. And I know there's people that don't believe, and that's perfectly fine, because he's done many things for me and my family. But I just thought that was a story. I was going to make a video, but I'd rather share it with y'all live. And that is real powerful. The lights have worked ever since. So we have no clue what happened, but God can do amazing things.
Lori, no, it wasn't a wheelchair. It was a recliner. Just a recliner. I know, that's what I was thinking, Ada. What would someone do with the top of a chair? Maybe make it like a dog bed or something for outside? I don't know.
There's Sam, I am. No, and I seen something about the walkers never gave an animal that had help her. No, we knew all about Carly's leg. No, um, we knew about it and we wanted her. Obviously she's got more area to run around here. It ain't got nothing to do with walkers. We love them to death. They're our family, and we're very blessed that you two brought us together. We're grateful of them. But yes, that was amazing. Man, I know people out there's had, um, I wouldn't say a miracle. I mean, it was. I mean, because honestly, I didn't know how we was going to do it. We'd went all the way through the breakers. We'd went through everything, and
All
then
the pieces were good.
it was
Everything.
unreal. Um, yeah. So, I'll take a breath. I'll let Steph do some talking.
I'm finishing up. Trying to. How is the tiny house going? Well, no, you're not talking.
Okay, go ahead.
The tiny house is not going because we was actually waiting for, I think we was going to do some electrical work and stuff like that first. But we got one rain after that day that Crandall came down and helped put up the walls. And we got rain right after that. And there was rain in the window sills. There was rain down the wall and the floor. It just, there was no, I don't know. Anyways, we called the company and they come out or the contractor came out and he was like, oh wow, this was not done like it should have been, I guess. There was just things that can be done to it. And if we wanted to pay that kind of, or if we paid that kind of money, or we did pay that kind of money, we want it to be completely right. So it looks like they may send us another one out and replace this one, but Brayden's still talking to them about it. Hopefully that was a short version. I've had some coffee tonight.
Yeah, so if it's buffering, there's nothing that we can do really. We still have not found a power pole 45 foot tall. We've tried. I've reached out to some companies through Amazon to see if I can get a sponsored video because those things are super expensive. But like I told Steph, is if we got it, we could use it from here on out. So I don't know. Maybe we save up and go ahead and get what we need and not have to worry about it no more. Being out in the country, we could have the tire and it lasts us forever. So I don't know. We're still trying to figure out what we're going to do about that.
Sherman said, if it happens again, holler at him. He's had to go help a lady that happened to last summer.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely will.
Pam Whipper's got her craft on and so forth. A new page.
Hello,
name.
Doris. How are you? Just basically, there's been a lot of good things happen this week and a lot of bad things. I wouldn't necessarily bad. It's going to be unfortunate. I've got to go in and tear down the walls in the tiny home.
We just got to tear them down a little bit to stack them up, and cause we're gonna get the same size, hopefully.
Yeah. So hopefully we can go back in, and if not, I may have to reach out and get some help with it. Have Crandall come back down and help me. But if not that, I seen how he done it. I just need to buy me one of those air guns like he's got. That's pretty neat.
Joe made me laugh. Next time you help someone, maybe the tractor tire will stop leaking.
The tractor, that's another thing. That is fixed as well.
That's what made me laugh.
So, hey, I've been on a kick this week. I have fixed numerous things.
He's been getting little odd jobs done instead of starting bigger jobs, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, we did start the water, but yeah.
We actually have our false free hydrant working now. I got it spliced, and We did talk about the trencher doing the water line, but me and Steph got to talking about that. It was going to cost $100 and something to rent a trencher for half a day, and then plus you got a vehicle and trailer. Well, we don't have that right now, so I just told Steph we're just going to do it with the backhoe. It ain't going to cost us nothing.
There's a clear path right where
It's going
you
to
can
take
do
a little bit of time, but hey, we won't have to pay that. That's money we can save.
And well, it'll be in the video, but we ran into some rock, and that trencher took extra long last time when we ran into rock. So it might have been for the best to have the backhoe.
Yeah.
No, we do not have any ducks. Not yet.
Nick said, miss you, Brandon and Steph. Haven't been on for a while. Was taking care of my dad who recently passed away. I hope everything is well. Well, Nick, I'm so sorry to hear that. I know losing a family or a parent is rough, and I'll just come out and tell you that you'll never get over it. You just learn to deal with it day to day, and there's going to be some days that you're going to think about them all day long, and just know that
holidays
holidays
birthdays.
is the worst, and birthdays.
Yeah, that's what
Did the baby goats have babies yet? Well,
the baby goats didn't.
the baby goats didn't. But see, I'm not good with secrets.
I know, that's why I haven't answered any of those comments, because I knew.
No, I can't lie to y'all.
Okay,
I will say
we came home and the kids found out that someone had some kids.
Yeah.
We're not gonna say who though. Let's leave it at that.
We'll do that.
You gotta watch the video.
Hello, Eddy.
Moving on.
Happy New Year to you as well.
I was gonna
$20
say
super
something.
chat from Doris. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I can always remember Doris by the white owl. We're hoping so. With the tiny house, we're hoping.
Ed said
so.
I got 40 foot of radio tower I can bring you in May.
What's that? What's radio tower? Oh, that might work.
I don't know how else to explain it.
That might work.
There was a comment I was gonna answer.
You know, we need to get some ducks here soon because we got a pond.
That don't mean we need ducks.
I'm gonna have some animals.
I'm gonna find it.
It wasn't Lori.
Have you tried calling the telephone company?
No. So we reached the telephone company. No, we haven't. They have. They're all moving to Meadow Pose. And no, that was Lori. It was not one of ours. And that's to see the kiddos so excited when I said what their gender was amazing. And then me and Steph looked at each other like,
oh, the kids?
Yeah.
I was like, what are you talking about?
They were so exciting.
They were, yeah.
But we're going to eventually have our own. Yeah.
Yeah. What was the brand name of the chicken warmer?
Oh, it's in the.
Is it in the side by side?
Yeah. It's actually made. Oh, Safeguard. It's actually made for goats, but I read up on the information, and there's a lot of people that use it. Well, I've went to a lot of poes, and I have not found a 45-foot poe yet. It needs to be 45 foot, so it's got to be a little bit longer than that, because it needs to be 5 foot in the ground. Yeah, I seen Crandall's baby ducks.
That's what I was gonna say. We was talking to Nick about his dad passing away. Um, for me, I will say what's made it easier, especially with the kids, because I think having the kids not know, like my mom, I mean, not, they didn't get to know either one of our moms, but what helped me with my mom was we go down, and they live, what, an hour away?
Mm-hmm.
Well, where her gravesite is. And so we don't go like often enough, but I try to go at least twice a year. We go usually around Thanksgiving, usually Thanksgiving, Christmas. We do one for both holidays, and then um, on our birthday, which is October 6th, and then sometimes depending on weather and whatever else, she passed away January 21st. So we actually just went on, was it the 1st? I think it was New Year's Day. We went, we kind of, we just had a lot of stuff going on from Thanksgiving to Christmas. So we went the 1st. So I don't know if I'll go the 21st. It always gets colder around the end of January, early February, and we don't like to be on the road when it's kind of slick and stuff. But that's made it more helpful for us, because the most that gets me upset when I think about my mom is that my kids didn't get to know her and that she didn't get to meet them. But I just think about the good times that she had, like with her other grandchildren, because she had, I don't even know, like 13, I think, grandkids before she passed away, and she passed away when she was 46.
Who?
Was your mom 46 or 42?
42.
Okay, my mom was 46, and that's a lot of grandkids, I feel like, at that age. But I just think of the good times.
Starlink. The Starlink, they don't have it in this area. And then I've heard that it's not as fast as what a lot of people says it is. This is actually Max. That's Max. Harley passed away last year. So TC actually made this poster for me. Um, you can't see it up above, but it says 10% off Wag Bar. Use the Eddy family code. Um, that's because he knows that I love Wag Bars. And yeah, and a lot of people don't. And like I say, try them. If you don't like them, just send them to me. I've actually got 2 or 3 boxes in the mail the last month or so. So thank y'all so much.
It's 43 degrees here. Someone just asked. Crandall has baby ducks.
Yeah.
Lori wants to know if it was actually one of our goats. All of our goats are actually younger.
No, we got the 2 for Ben.
Oh, yeah.
There's one of those that might be pregnant.
Yeah.
But,
Mocha.
yeah.
She's getting pretty big. But no, it was not one of ours.
If you can dig, Ed says, if you can dig a hole with the backhoe, then can put together 50 foot. Yeah. Yeah, most definitely. As long as it gets us up in the air, I'm good with it. I can't wait because it will make things a lot easier out here. Lori said she's got some duck eggs.
Ada said, y'all should let us members meet the baby kids live.
We may have to do that. We may do something like that. We're trying to get in a routine. Me and Steph has actually talked about getting a calendar and, like, today we got to do 2 reels.
I forgot to get one of those the other day.
Yeah, 2 reels, a members video, a VIP. It's a busy schedule. And some days we forget, some days we just don't have time.
I'm catching up to your comments now. I'm trying not to copycat them.
Yeah, Lumen, yes, she sent me the teriyaki ones, and I'm halfway through them. And I think the other half are in the, no, they ain't. Yeah, I think I took the other half, and they're in my unit.
Louise lost her mother when she was 46 as well. We are 61. It's insane. Yeah, we was in the 70s for 2 days. It was only supposed to be 74, like, I think Wednesday or Thursday. But no, it was supposed to be Thursday, and it ended up getting in the 70s Thursday and Friday, I think is the dates it was.
Oh, Nick, we're talking about a calendar for our schedule on a daily basis. We are pretty close. Well, we was really close to getting our merch and stuff back because we had the building over here was going to get started. But we are getting so many requests for our shirts, and we still have a select few of them. We may end up going ahead and opening our website back up and doing the launch on them. It's been 2 or 3 months now, but we do want to design some more shirts and have a launch in the spring and fall, kind of like Daniel and DJ does, and Dutch as well. Um, but we'll just see. We've had numerous emails on shirts. Um, So that might be something that's going to be coming in the near future. If you won one of those gas detector deals, those will be shipped out tomorrow. We was going to ship them out last week, but did not realize that there was so many holidays that they made so many days a holiday. Because Christmas fell on a weekend, Monday and Tuesday, everything was closed. So I just looked at those. And then we have Olight sent us some flashlights that we're going to be giving away on the live next week, I think, the 10th. So we'll be giving those away as well.
Did I get one of
I
those?
think they're one.
No, I got the big one. Max does live with us. He has his own pen back here. So what did I miss about the kids and the four-wheelers? Nothing really. They just really enjoy them.
So, well, like we said earlier, we did release that video to the members page, but YouTube is they don't like kids on ATVs very much. So if we do show shots, it will be here and there. But hopefully, here in the next few videos, we can release some of that. As y'all seen, if y'all watch Stephanie's channel, the kids actually come back into these videos, but it was towards the end. So we slowly but surely, because it sure is hard to record without the kids in it.
If you bring out new shirts, would you make long sleeves?
Yes, we will. We will get a few long sleeves this next go round. I absolutely love the one that's the Eddy Family Farm one that's in red. I love that shirt. We may keep that logo.
The gray shirt.
Yeah.
That's red.
Yeah.
Red and black.
We may keep that logo and put them on some other shirts as well, but I don't know how many shirts we have that's still over there. Yeah, Nick, we still got the notebooks. Actually, they are nice to use when it's wet outside because you can actually still write on them.
Stephanie, let me know what fabric decor for the new kitchen that's coming. I'll start looking for fabric. Might have some in my stash. I don't know about fabric. I know I said it a while back, and I actually do have some kitchen stuff from when we um, did that video right after they said we was going to be getting our house. Was what, chickens, roosters,
Yeah.
and sunflowers.
Yeah, we thought we was going to get that house all right, and that's been 2 years ago. But
Yeah.
everything happens for a reason. Um, it's really not as bad staying out here in the
It's
RV.
not. It's really like, I don't even think about the house as much as I thought I would. Like when we lived in town, I'd go to bed just lay down thinking, and I'm like, okay, I'm like picturing the layout of the house, and it's just, I guess I don't do that here because we have a lot more going on out here than we did in town.
Yeah.
It says, "Dear Steph, don't hog all the Olights." Laugh out loud.
Haven't heard anything about Dodger. Got some emails on him. Dodger is good. So we share reels and stuff on Facebook, and really I forget about things that I actually record. So I will put him in a video here coming up here pretty soon. Um, but he's doing good. All of the animals are doing really good. We're still trying to find a female llama for Badger, but we'll see.
Kayson has grown so tall, grown in many ways. Braylee is getting to be more involved. Addison smiles more, and Leighton has learned so much. Whole family seems very at home on the property.
Yes, it is, and even with the four wheelers, that's a great tool to help them get their chores done.
Oh yeah, when they don't want to get up a lot of times it's in the morning because they feed the rabbits and the chicken, everything, and they don't want to do it because they're just waking up, and I'm like, this is farm life nowadays, kids. So we'll tell them, you want to ride that four wheeler when you get home from school. You're gonna get your chores done before school.
Yeah, they got to get them done, and then the gas. Well, they we'll have to get another gas tank to keep on site. But somebody
Yeah, we need
bought
a
them.
bigger one.
Yeah, somebody bought them a gas. Last life, somebody bought them a gas, or sent a super chat for gas, and let me tell you, it's just so neat to see Addison be so involved with the four wheelers and stuff. It's really, really cool. We're going to show some footage of that. Just know it ain't going to be much. It's going to be glimpses here and there. But I think it's awesome.
Yeah. And we're all going to make some small logos on them, kind of like DJ from Arms. Yeah, I mean, we'll have our normal logo on it, and we may change up some different logos just to have different brands on them. Update on the house. Same. No update.
No update. No, the boxing gloves probably ain't going to happen, Dodger. Um, Honestly, we will probably eventually find Dodger a new home, just for in his best interest. We will never be able to, get a female, and I just don't like an animal that the kids can't go interact with.
Even
without,
if we got them neutered or anything
Yeah.
like that, it's still, we wouldn't let the kids in there, and it's just, I don't know.
I mean, I knew a lot about them when I first got them, but just some of the comments kind of scared me, and then I went in and watched some videos, and I know every animal's different, but I think we'll eventually have him relocated.
Does Braylee and Kayson have one? If you're talking about the 4-wheelers, yes, they all 4 do. They love them. Braylee's, I think, well, hers was on the lowest speed, and then it like won't even go with her. So we moved it up a notch. Then Kayson's is a couple notches above hers, and then so forth and so on.
Early on, Stephanie said very expensive if most animals aren't yours. So we actually the animal we use them in the summertime to keep everything ate down, and not only that is we've had those goats here ever since we've moved out here, or even before. Um, eventually when we get our own goats, yeah, we will. We've sent some back down to Marie's, but it's just nice to have the animals there for the kids to interact with.
And we're looking for other animals that are actually ours that we can buy and stuff. We just haven't. We've slowly got some. We got the 2 from Ben, and
yeah,
yeah, it's just time consuming.
yeah. Danielle, yeah, I will say it was. It was. I wasn't thinking that at the time, but yeah, I enjoyed him though. I would love to keep him, but it isn't the best interest for our family. Um, yes, so people's asking about the kids.
Jeanette.
So we started Stephanie's YouTube channel not too long ago, and they've been on a holiday break. So when she record, the kids are always here. She's always doing something with the kids. I guess YouTube seen that the kids were in some of the pictures or the videos by themselves, and they felt that it was for kid material, and they demonetized a lot of the videos. So there's nothing we can do about it. I didn't think it was an issue, but obviously YouTube did. There's nothing you can say. So we just pulled those videos back, and we just watch how we do things now. But I guess my channel is just because it's been on for 4 years.
Nick says, I absolutely love seeing the kids happy as happy could be. Since you guys have moved to the property, you all seem so much happier, and that puts a smile on my face seeing how happy you guys are using this for gas for whatever.
Well, if it's for gas, you can guarantee it'll be in those 4-wheelers.
Life as a deputy.
Do what?
Life as a deputy.
Hopefully soon we'll be back on, but like I say, it's just that I got jury trials coming up, and maybe here in a couple weeks, hopefully. I might be changing positions here soon, and be more free time for me. So, yeah, I know Australia's got a bunch of them. Yes.
Yes, no more lies, but ducking bullets in the neighborhood. Laugh out loud. Yeah,
well,
Teacup and Pennywise came from Kevin and Rachel. That's what
Kevin was saying earlier. He was
said.
like, I can't wait to see what Pennywise's babies look like. And I was like, well, I don't know if she'll have
Pennywise
some.
or Teacup?
Pennywise.
Oh.
And so I don't know if she'll have them, have one this year or next year, but I bet it'd be pretty cool.
Well, Wag Bar, since a lot of people don't like them, they're sending them to you, which is good, but they are the company or to have like a sample so they could find out if they like them or not.
They do. I mean, you can get on and order a sample for them. I have not seen Margie tonight. Margie's usually my Wag Bar lady.
I know she usually.
They do have a sample on there, and like Steph explains it like as in spam or whatever the texture, but I don't know how to explain. I know teeth wise, it's a lot easier for me to eat them than original beef jerky. But TC said it's actually hard for him to eat. So it really depends. But I don't know. But if you do try it out, use the product code Eddy Family and it'll save you 10% off. And there is a link somewhere. Well, welcome, Nick, on the basic member. Thank you so much for joining. And Nick, if you want notifications, we started sending out a message when we go live. So if you want to be added to that, and I will add you to the Black Book, send me an email with a good phone number, and we will get you entered in. That's just an extra perk. Oh, is Lori leaving? Oh, good night, Lori. I gotta go to bed. Gotta get up early. Thank you so much for hanging out with us and helping out. Brenda, Stephanie, may the Lord bless and protect you all and your family and the animals. The Lord will be at your side always and lead you both the right way. Yes. That's for sure. You know, he's definitely got us to where we're at. He's definitely done a lot of work with me. As y'all know, I've talked about my past before, and I get it all the time that, people's like, I can't believe you're actually a cop, because I used to be wild, but that's just part of it.
I'm out of here. The Sandman is beating me to death. Hello. Alright, Bloomin'.
Yeah, I know.
Takes a scale too.
When we showed up and the lights, when I showed up and lights on, that gave me some chill bumps, that's for sure.
Do you know a lady named Nakisha Robinson?
Who said that?
The real OG.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. Did she used to live around here?
He said around your area.
I think that was the name I knew. Good night, Blue Man. Thank you so much for hanging out. Can't afford to Wag Bars either. No, I totally understand.
Someone said, hi, Eldridge fam. Yep. There's Crandall and Morrissey.
Hey guys, how are y'all? Crandall, we're going to have to tear down our work in the shop.
Have you not talked to him?
I think I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking that would have been more of a text than on the live find out. I used to go to high school with her.
Really?
Oh, geez, said that.
Where'd you... I think she went to high school here, too.
Yeah. Oh no, I guess that is maybe a good thing.
Yeah. I used to live in a town where most police were once bad boys. Well, to be honest, I think the cops that used to be bad boys end up making better cops because they've been on the other side and they know how to treat people. And
well, I was a good girl. What does that make me?
you're not a good person now. Yep, there is Crandall and Marcy and the babies.
Corey said, Brandon, I can give you a ball python.
No. No.
He can live with it in the shop by himself.
Yeah. Go Georgia Bulldogs. Oh, yeah, I guess Georgia won the other night.
Yeah, she did until her senior year, and she moved to Helena, Oklahoma with her dad.
Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about.
Y'all hear about the Bills?
Is she still in that area? Her stepdad still lives here. I see him from time. Well, not her stepdad anymore, but used to be. We are doing great.
Yes, we still have Max. He is outside. I don't think that's him working though.
Uh-oh, somebody's saying something about them riding four-wheelers.
Huh?
I seen a comment, something about it's private land. They don't need to be 16 years old.
Oh well.
They're going to come and pick up the shed. And hopefully we are going to get it replaced. I'm most certain, but we haven't sealed the deal yet.
Annette said flick you in the nose for talking to me like that. Yeah, Crandall, Marcy, whichever one is on here, both of y'all. Congrats on your ducklings. I heard about them tonight.
So the real OG, I don't know if her ex-stepfather would know, but I see him from time to time. I've often wanted to know where she ended up because she was here. I went to school with her for, she was here 5-6 years, maybe even longer.
Yes, Max lives with us on the farm. He's just right up the over
hill.
here, over on the other side of the hill, yeah. He's the thing. Let me know if you want a few.
Okay.
He thinks he does, but I think we need to wait before we get any more animals that can run away.
What do you have to? Oh, I already read that one. Good evening, Eddy family. How are y'all? Thank y'all
Yeah,
so much.
Nanette, the building, just how it bowed out and stuff, it was just because it wasn't nailed together right, and we got rain throughout it, and it just was not a good fix. There was just so many things that needed to be done with it, and the contractor came out and looked at it and stuff, and I think we're just gonna ship it back, and they may possibly send us a new one.
So you had to stay tuned for the video. But
yeah.
I told them Crandall come down here and pointed it out and said that they need to get some new contractors to build them buildings. I'm just joking. Maybe I did drop your name.
The world may never know.
Yes.
Yeah, we still have Fred.
Yes, she was a good. Yeah, so I think that's the reason why she left here, because she got into a crowd and her mom. Yeah, I think that's right.
Yes, Damar. That was really sad about that. You know, he's still in ICU.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, must have missed while y'all were talking about the shit. Yes. So, which it is coming up on the video of mine, probably after the one tomorrow. But you will see in my video, I go in and show some of the things, and I don't think y'all would actually want to keep something after y'all see this. But once again, this is nothing that got to do with the people we bought it from. So they've helped us out so much in getting everything lined back up. But one good thing about it is, if they do bring us another one back, we already got the bricks, so they can actually set it up for us.
The real OG wants to know, he said, looking back, Brandon, wasn't you a flagman at Ardmore Speedway? You look so familiar.
Yeah, that was me.
That was him. That brought back some memories right there.
Hold on, you're starting to find out a little bit too much about me now. Don't go too far. Don't go way back.
Yeah, we had Leighton. We took him every Saturday. He was little. Do y'all realize both of you at the same time folded your arms and looked at your phones? He's copying me. Happy New Year, Candy. Good night, Miranda. Ed said something about reunion earlier, and you made me forget. I got my 50th high school reunion this year. Out of class of 18, there are only 5 left.
Oh, wow.
We graduated with 9. And as far as I know, we've only lost 1 a few years ago, which we're on, I don't know. What's this year? 23?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
14 year 14. Whatever.
I actually seen him the other day. The gentleman we got the bike for, he's doing good, and he is still working at that convenience store.
50 Shades of Red Barn. Yeah, exactly. There was 50 shades of the color. How long have you been a sheriff deputy?
About 7 years. About 7 years.
I still race down there from time to time.
Yeah, I just
bring them kids this summer when the sooner late models come to Ardmore, and I'll hook them kids up with some cool stuff.
All right, that's awesome. That's crazy. I was actually thinking about the flags. I watched it.
Oh, he thought he was cool stuff back then.
Every now and then, I see a couple of videos pop up from the Ardmore Speedway, and it makes me think about when I did used to do the flags. I can't remember that guy's name that I flagged with.
Brian, are you elected sheriff or hired with the application?
I am a deputy sheriff.
Yeah, he's just the deputy. He's not the sheriff.
The sheriff actually lives about 4 miles from me.
Good night, Nanette.
Yeah, good night. Thanks for stopping by. Also,
Not Susan. Happy New Year.
Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah, I know, Brenda, are you?
It is now.
I'm trying to catch up. Boy, they're going good. Good times at Ardmore.
How's Blake doing?
Blake's doing good.
He's in trouble.
Oh, for it.
Because the night of the party thing, the New Year's Eve, he told me, well, get home safe. Make sure you don't have no headlight out or you get pulled over, because just, cops are everywhere on New Year's. And the next day, my headlight goes out. But it's because my car's got a rattling thing. It blows the headlight out all the time. But he jinxed it.
Blake,
I got pulled over too.
Yeah, she got pulled over again.
And I didn't use my husband. I charmed my way out of it. No. I just told him the truth. Told him about my headlight just went out.
Yeah, it's
And I said my dad did stock cars for years until the hobby, as he called it, got too expensive. No, I didn't use my sheriff card. I told him that cop, he's pretty funny cop. But he walked up, and before he said anything, I said, "It's my headlight, wasn't it?" And he started cracking up, and he said, "How do you know?" Or "How do you know that?" or something like that. And I said, "Well, I was at my family's, and my brother-in-law told me my headlight was out, so I was trying, and I was about what 2.5 hours away, something like that." And I said, "Well, my brother-in-law told me, and I was trying to sneak back to my hometown so that I can get it fixed." And he was like, "Well, license, registration, whatever." And he was like, "I'm gonna give you a warning just because, I mean, it happens to the best of us, but it's," I was like, "just be safe on the way home," or something like that. And I was like, "All right." But I do have my headlight again. But anyways, I used my charm there, and it worked. Thank you, Beverly.
We only go through about 7 of them a year.
Well, no.
Or 7 of, yeah, but I would say 7 a year.
Well, I went through 5 this last year.
Oh, well, last year is a bunch.
But that's still $100 right there, because they're $20 at Walmart. This time I had to go to O'Reilly's, and they were $27, but that's because Walmart here was out.
Yeah, Nick. So I got my lights fixed. We actually installed a couple more of the lights that you sent us, and I think we're fixing to get me a new unit. So I'm hoping
You need one.
I'm hoping. I just hit a pretty good cash load here last week, and we should have take about 4 or 5 months to go through the courts, and if so, I may end up getting a new unit.
Yeah, we usually do have a spare, because I'll buy the double pack, because I think the double pack is only like $30, and that's, you're saving $10 pretty much. I need to go. Okay, I'll be out of town tomorrow.
Where are you going?
I'm going to the city with Judy.
I'm off tomorrow.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
You told me you wasn't.
No, I'm off Wednesday, Thursday.
You need to make up your mind when you're off.
Tomorrow's a film day.
Well, too bad. But what was I saying? You made me forget.
Something about you going out of town tomorrow.
I know that part. They were listening. Watch.
Hey, D, how are you? Kathy, that's awesome. I love Olights, and I've got one right here. I'm going to give y'all a sneak peek. This ain't even supposed to be out yet. This is I call it baton. It's a baton 3, right?
No, you call it baton, and it's a baton.
Okay, I had it first. This is a Baton 3 Pro Max. It hasn't even been out yet. But we can't talk about that right now. I only show that to my peoples, my family. Yeah, I gotta have my woman here with me. She keeps everything in line.
Except my words. What was I saying?
See that they didn't even hear you.
They were saying the headlights, but
Patrick, no, I will not run for sheriff.
I'm going to get it checked this week, because I got to find 2 estimates to get it fixed.
Okay.
Or whatever. I got to get that done.
Yeah, I won't run for sheriff. Hopefully, in the next couple of years, I can just build my flags and live on the farm.
How's the feed prices? Better now that we're going somewhere else?
Yeah, I mean, the feed prices are, we usually spend about,
I think they're $11 a bag.
$2.25 every other week.
Not Bruce.
But we have several feeds. We buy dog food, which we have two different types of dog food because Max has his type, and our dogs have their type. And then we have exotic food for the kangaroo. Then we have, let's see, dog food, exotic food for the kangaroo,
Chicken.
rabbit food, chicken food, sweet feed cubes. That's seven different feeds. But yeah.
And human food.
Yeah, we buy straight from Stillwater Milling. Yeah. You know, at one time, I thought about, you know, when the sheriff was done, that there would be a chance that I would want to do something like that. But after Jay got sick, it opened my eyes to a lot of things, and I had to take quite a bit of time off. You know, towards the end of the last year, and it kind of affects me. But Jay has put his whole life in for this community, for the sheriff's office, and I mean, there's times that you neglect your family when you work for a police department or sheriff's office. Your family does get neglected from time to time. One good thing about, you know, our sheriff is, you know, if we do have to go in and put 70, 80 hours in a week, you know, he gives us time off. Anytime we ever ask to go anywhere with our family, automatically we get off or whatever. But it just kind of got me thinking after Jay got sick that you're not promised tomorrow. I mean, he just up and started getting sick and didn't know what was wrong. And now that he's done so much for this community, that it's so weird from going to hearing his name every single day. And now he's not been at the office for 2-3 months now, and his name's faded away, and it's just like, wow. It just, I don't know. It's crazy.
Brandon, you want any cows? Because I'm getting rid of some pretty 2 years cows.
Maybe in the future when I get a good enough fence. I guess when we do get a cow or cows, we have to get two because they will not stay in. Hopefully a couple years left. I did tell the sheriff they was worried about me leaving here not too long ago. I did tell him that I was going to stay and finish this term out for sure, and told him we'd just go from there. But I couldn't ask for a better person to work for.
You didn't hear me, Brandon, but I was yelling at you to move your hand, but you didn't.
On what?
Probably when you hurt your finger.
Oh, yeah.
Good tag for a song. His name just faded away. Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy, and there's just more to it. Is, you know, I mean, I'm up there with numbers with Jay. I think Jay holds the most felony arrest here in our county. I think I'm right behind him. Jay's got 20, almost 20 years in, and then it would probably fall in under Ben. But it just goes to show it don't matter what you do. Eventually, everybody's replaceable, and eventually you'll just be a thing in the past. And it really hurts knowing that he's dying. And
yeah, he was really a sweet guy.
I actually worked up the nerve about a month ago to go to his house, and it's pretty rough seeing him that way now.
If you leave, would you be able to go back if you need to?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I've been a wildland firefighter for 13 years now. 2023, I'm gonna make 13 years. I've been
Malibu, California.
Oh wow, that's awesome, Daniel.
What's your goals for the property? A house?
Yeah, we would definitely love to have our house here, but right now, the next goal
The
that
water? Finish it?
we're finishing the water, which the reason why I mentioned about the backhoe, digging with the backhoe. A lot of people say use the trencher, but here's the deal: I'm not going to pay no $100 and something just for a trencher for a couple hours. Um, when I can use the backhoe and do it and not worry about it.
What are you yawning for?
I'm not yawning. I had to hiccup. That's right. We're not promised tomorrow, but I know with that story I told y'all earlier, I know God's watching over us. And that made me feel a lot better because there's no telling what that would have cost us or why. I mean, there's so many things that, maybe it quit working because it was going to catch fire. We don't know. And it just gives me chill bumps. Still think about how that worked out, just magically come on.
Are we on well water or city? We are on
Rural.
rural water.
I did pay the water bill too.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good for you. Don't worry, Brandon. We won't replace you on the channel without Steph's permission.
Thanks, Joe.
Thanks for letting me have permission. Let me be the man.
Yeah. You got some what?
I know. I just read that again. It's kind of like country water. It's better than city, I feel like. But people have different tastes. I mean, like, I don't like chocolate, but a lot of people do. I don't know. How do you explain rural water? Just country water?
I think it's cleaner than the city water. It tastes totally different from.
But it's not well water.
No. Maybe one day we will get a well out here. That would be nice. Yeah, 8 o'clock's. I need to get in there and fix that. Fix the them screws in that chicken coop. So that means, tell me, you probably was that on Steph's channel? No, that was on mine. Never mind. And that's another
chicken coop. This one.
Yeah, and that's another thing. It's so hard recording and editing for 2 channels. You go back and forth.
Yep. It's neither one. You don't. Do you get the rural water from the city?
I don't think this water comes from the city. I don't know where this water comes from, but I will say
we don't want to know where it comes from.
Yeah.
We just know it tastes better.
Yeah. There is Ann Dale. Well, good night. Thank you so much for hanging out. And somebody.
Kiddos are doing good. They're sleeping now, and Leighton, I guess he's hurt his back. I think just one lifting. He wants to be grown, and I tell him, slow down. You're a kid. I know you like to. He's a mature kid, but his body isn't.
I think it's the full wheeler. Him pulling up on.
Yeah.
I think it's more of the full wheeler than anything.
Yeah. It's county water, probably. That's what we have too. That would make more sense.
So, Lori, on the rabbits, we are going to be building a bigger rabbit pen. So when I built those pens, I actually looked up the recommendations, and 2 foot by 2 foot is what they said. So we only have 1 rabbit, or no, there's a couple of them's got 2 rabbits in it, but
the trampoline too, with him doing flips and stuff, could hurt his back.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought I needed to interrupt you since you made me lose train of thought earlier.
Yeah.
So, vegetable garden, yes, but I don't think we'll. You think we'll start it before the house?
Yeah, we'll start it this year.
We will start it this
Yeah.
way.
Yeah. Trampoline for Leighton. Yeah,
Yeah, the rabbits are getting a little chunky. I had told the kids the other day, I was like, okay, Addison, because she feeds them and then Leighton waters them. I said, you're going to have to slow down. I understand why you put a whole bunch of feed in there because then later on you don't have to, whatever. And I'm like, no, you got to stop. You got to slow down. Put just a cup in there, and she's been doing better.
Good night. Yeah, I'll definitely let you know about the cows for sure.
What's my channel name? Here.
Oh,
I'm surprised you ain't making me use Leighton's phone anyways.
I don't know.
Probably because it wouldn't reach.
Put it in.
Oh, here. That's got plenty of charge. Did you think about putting the trampoline in the ground? She was talking about the other day. It might have been a comment. Or it might have been on live. I don't know. But there's a way you can put it into the ground. I think what we're going to do is just... We have rebar. And that's what we actually did in town. And it never moved at all. And just bend that rebar like this around each leg. And stick it in the ground, really, like, have the long pieces. Yes, the channel name is Life on the Eddy Family Farm, but he's probably going to pin it so that it's easier to see. Because everybody needs to see my channel. It's our channel. It's not just mine. It's just...
Well, okay, I just
do the most.
pinned her channel.
I used to be just like Leighton. Now I'm 28 years old and I have a shoulder injury. Yeah, that's why I kind of told him he needs to slow down. I mean, like Brandon was saying, he lifts feed bags and everything like that all the time anyways, and I didn't even think about the four-wheeler and trampoline and everything. He's getting too big.
The rabbits are just pets. They're just pets right now. In the future, we will be getting some meat rabbits. As things get bigger, obviously these little, like the little shed we got out here that we're turning in tiny home when we get another one. I will eventually want to get one of those for rabbits, and then also on the other end have it for my hatch room so I can have my incubators and stuff. So we got a lot of plans.
Kayson's incubators.
Yeah, Kayson, he is so excited about those chickens. It is unreal, but it keeps him motivated.
Mm-hmm.
He loves it. Yeah, God does amazing things. Yes, love your channel, both your channels. Okay, thank you. I've seen something else about merchandise, and I was just going to see how many, if we turn the website back on, how many people would be interested in the merch we have. I'm just
because we're gonna have that leaving, so we're gonna have to put all that stuff in here. I'm like, don't get ahead of yourself. A lot of families have a hole dug in the ground, the depth of the trampoline, then you set it down in there. Yeah, I've seen that before. I don't know, because we could do that.
like dig a hole.
Yeah, dig a big hole, just put the trampoline inside of it so they couldn't fall off. And you could do that with the backhoe. That could be a video, huh? He's thinking now.
That wouldn't be so dangerous, though. I mean,
I know.
it'd be a lot safer.
Brandon's a nervous, like, Brandon is, I always say, and don't take it the wrong way, but Brandon is the overprotector and I am the underprotector. So we kind of mellow each other out, I guess. And I'm not like underprotected, like I'm not going to protect my kids, but he might be like a trampoline is okay. But I mean, also the kids didn't get to go fishing with anybody until they were like they could swim perfectly well. And that's me. I'm like, I grew up, even when I couldn't walk, I'd go fishing with dad and stuff like that, or grandpa, or whoever. And
Yes,
so,
we love good simple living.
oh yeah,
They're not on, but that somebody was asking. We watch them
no,
all the time.
yeah, I like that they. I started watching them when they started their house, building their house. It was, I just love building projects, I guess.
Yes, backyard building. I used to raise quail, and we started off with a small amount, and at one time we had like 500 and something quail, didn't we?
Yeah, I
It
don't
was
like
crazy.
quail.
Yeah.
He says he's gonna get thousands more, but I just don't like them.
Ed said that would be a mosquito pit because of the rain.
Oh
But
yeah, that is true.
but if we dug that out, I could dig another trench and put a 2-inch pipe in there. That way the rain would
It
water
would still all be wet though.
mosquitoes. As long as there ain't no water standing, mosquitoes ain't going to be. I could run it down the hill, and the water all drain off.
He just likes to dig.
Oh, I love digging.
We might have started something there.
Yeah.
Betty, up there at the top of your screen, there should be something blue, and that is my channel name. It's Eddy Life on the Eddy Family Farm.
Okay.
Put pea gravel under it.
So is Brandon's considered the helicopter dad. Today is the first time I've ever heard the helicopter. That means somebody that oversees something. That's weird that you said that, because today one of the guys at work said that.
Yeah. I like someone else said something too a second ago. Steph, you don't panic. Brandon panics. And that's how it is I had to talk Brandon into getting the kids their first trampoline because he was dead set. No, they are not getting a trampoline. And I think the other day, Kayson got hurt. We didn't video it or nothing. It was just kind of a really fast. I guess Leighton accidentally poked him in the eye. They were just jumping, having fun, and well, it ended up busted a blood vessel inside of his eyelid. Everything's good, and it's in the healing process. And I really didn't notice the red today as much, so it's almost completely gone. Tomorrow it'll probably be gone, but oh, Brandon was done. He's like, we're gonna put. I said, yeah, but they still got 4-wheelers. 4-wheelers way more dangerous than a trampoline.
Thank you, Lori. Yeah, the finger's done good. It's almost healed up. And I know there's thousands of comments about gloves. I wear gloves on certain projects. I can't wear gloves. I just wasn't raised that way. None of it was taught that these hands are made for calluses, and if you didn't have calluses, you didn't work. So now obviously I want my kids and stuff to wear gloves, when they get to messing with things, but I just don't.
Do as I say, not as I do, is what he's saying.
I can't do it. Yeah, the trampoline deal. There's a lot of crazy things can happen really quick. But anyway, there's another one.
Helicopter dad.
Yeah, on the there was another merch. If there was some way we was to get the merch out here, how many would be interested in the shirts we have? We don't have very many of them left. On some sizes we do. I know the small, medium, and large are gone.
Simple what channel? It's called Good Simple Living.
Yeah, Good Simple Living. He's actually a retired police officer as well. And when they go into to the garage, he will have one of our wooden American flags up there. He also has one of our patches from the sheriff's office. Jeremy is. I got to visit with him through Messenger. Great guy, great guy. Which don't talk to him much because they get so many comments that it's unreal to go through them. Right now, we can still go through ours. What we usually do when we post a video, we will probably answer comments for an hour or so. And then as the day goes on, we try to answer a few more. And speaking of that, for some reason, like our views has went down tremendously. But if y'all can, like and share and watch go back and watch some of the older videos if y'all get bored. That does nothing but helps us out.
That boy has it rough. Why he's gonna be so tough? Maybe Kayson's accident within hours of officially leaving town was God's way of saying, "Whoa, kiddo, slow down a bit." That. You can't tell that kid to slow down. Kayson is our accident-prone kid, and now that he's gotten out countryside, I think it's only getting worse just because he loves it. He loves it out here. And like the doctor did say, he can continue doing most sports. They said yes to the trampoline. They said yeah, he could do like t-ball, basketball, stuff like that. Maybe not football yet, which I told him, he doesn't seem like he would be the one to play football, but
River City makes our shirts.
but he's just rough all around, and it's gonna make him stronger. Is what I keep telling him.
I think the largest we got right now is 3X. Ed said, I got a job as a teenager. The man wanted to look at my hands. Luckily, I'd been chucking hay. And yeah, that is the way I was raised. My grandfather and my dad was the same way. I was in a hay field as a young kid. I was hauling hay at the age of 10 years old. Leighton went and hauled hay with my dad. That was pretty cool. But I was telling Ed the other night on the phone that there was one year that me, Shane, my dad, and my brother actually hauled 10,000 square bales in 1 year.
What do you guys do outside the farm to get away? He goes to work.
Yeah. We're going to take a vacation here soon. A lot of times our vacations, we go up north and we visit Cassie and Gary and Dutch and Brandy and Kevin and Rachel. So we've made so many friends through YouTube, friends and family. We're going to start traveling more, hopefully. There's a lot of people that we would like to meet, and hopefully here soon we come up with the date that we're going to have we're thinking about the meetup again. But also, guys, the Okie Homestead Expo will be in June. So they're starting to get some information out on that. So be looking for that on Cassie's and Rachel and Brandy's going to be working on that. So it'll be pretty cool. I mean, last year was the first year, and that was a ball. Yeah, farming doesn't really allow vacations, but We'll find. Hey, there's Tony. How are you, Tony?
Carly's out with the goats.
Yeah. So we do have to ship the shirts, but once we get, as long as I got a laptop or something, we can ship all the shirts, and we'll eventually get this insulated. And you know, this is probably about the size of the porch put together when we lived in town, but we can definitely make it work.
Double C can't make the June this year. Her granddaughter is due that month. Well, congratulations.
Brandon Stable, I tried to send an email message to give you my number, and it came back on my Gmail account. Huh. We do get a lot of emails. Make sure you put the email address in there, right? Side the forum.
Oh, Pam said, speaking at the Okie Expo, I have bananas and mushrooms in my harvest freezer. I won. Because she's the one that, Pam Weber, she's the one that won the
Drop
freezer.
freezer? Yeah. And tomorrow.
Do you guys have a Amazon store for items you can use on the farm?
Yeah, I don't think we actually shared that. That's in one of our videos. I don't remember which one. It might be in the description box.
Tomorrow what?
Was going to film your bike.
Oh.
Electric bike.
Oh. Darn.
Yes, Josh, I did call. Nobody answered. Judy, so yes, we do have some kids on the ground, but we're going to save the surprise from which one for later.
Someone just said that, or you could do what I do and just leave the YouTube channel open all night long while they sleep.
Oh, leave it open? Well, that was one thing I was trying to figure out. I was talking to Dutch and Kevin this week because it has been a rough week. Last couple weeks, we have not moved subscribers. We have been losing subscribers. So a lot of that is some people come over and watch a few videos, and then they see the lives pop up, and then they don't like them, they don't leave, and that's fine. Because we want the people that want to watch all of our videos. That's a more accurate count because we can see, how many of our subscribers are watching the videos. And there's like a lot of the subscribers out there that don't have the notification bell checked to be notified. It shows a percentage, but it has been bad, discouraging, which Sean has definitely picked me up. Kevin has as well. And I don't know. It's one of those deals. And I know I did a video with someone. And a lot of it could be we got a lot of subscribers from Kayson's accident. Well, a lot of people just like the drama stuff. And maybe there wasn't enough there and they ended up going. But we just try to keep it real with y'all, and I think that's the best way to do. And hopefully, the ones that don't want to watch, they'll go away. And we started moving today, but please like and share. That does nothing but help us. And watch as many commercials as you can.
Rita said, "Did you get the red paint on the red barn straightened out?" No, we did not, but that will be coming out soon too.
Yeah. They are going to be picking it up. Well, thank y'all so much for watching, and we can't thank y'all enough because with y'all watching our videos, that's what allows us to do a lot of this extra stuff, and we're very grateful for all the love and support y'all show by watching our videos and leaving comments, even if it's hearts. It does nothing but help, and the kids love going through there, hearting them. Leighton, he's starting to read
Yeah,
comments
he's
now.
actually commenting some.
Yeah, so if you get some crazy comments out there, it might be from him, but he's actually reading them.
Good night. 5:15 comes early.
Oh, I know it does.
I know. I get up at 6 every morning. Now that school started back. A bunch of people think it's Red Bear. We are not gonna let it slip.
Yes, Tony. Yeah, it is in June. I do know that, and I think it's at the beginning of June. I was talking to Sean about that last night, so hopefully I can't wait. I don't know if it's maybe they haven't gave out all the details. I hope it's 2 days that we can all spend together because one day is not enough of time to get to meet everybody and actually spend time with everyone and visit. And it was so amazing to just get to meet everyone. And you know what really made me feel special was me and Daniel was sitting back there at the back, and as y'all know, my channel got started because Daniel and Mitch. Um, my channel got started because them. So we started 4 years ago. Um, at first, I posted a couple of videos. They didn't pay no attention. Went back. I was like, I can do this. So Daniel was like, okay, you go in, you make 10, 12 videos, and holler at me, and we'll give you a shout out, and get you started. And so I did, and it happened. I got to meet Sean that time out there, and oh yeah, I almost forgot where it's going. So we was at the meet and greet or the Okie Homestead Expo. So, I'm sitting here taking pictures for Daniel. Everybody's up there taking Daniel stuff. I'm saying, and then I had a few people come up wanting pictures of me. So Daniel had to take pictures for me. I was like, boy, howdy, I feel special then. I was like, they want my picture, not yours, Daniel.
It said I even had people wanting to take a picture with me. Go figure.
Yeah.
Just wait for this year.
Yeah.
Are you coming down this year too?
Yeah, he'll be here in May.
I know he'll be here in May, but will you be here
towards the end of May?
Okay, good. Ed is the paparazzi after you.
I'm not for sure on that, Sue.
May 31st to June 1st, then open June 2nd and 3rd this year.
Now, all right. You have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. I know, like I say, we get on here, get talking, and just start to have a good time. We don't really watch the time, so as long as y'all are enjoying, we're enjoying getting to visit with y'all. The questions keep coming in. The only thing we have is to go right back to the camper.
Yep. Andale said yes, the conference was amazing to attend. Yeah, it'll be nice to see Ann again
Yes,
too.
yes.
Like then we didn't really know her, but now we know her more.
Yeah.
That's like a bunch of these.
Oh, she's talking about the okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was about to say I've seen her at the conference.
Yeah.
Somebody said there's a meetup in Missouri, June
Tony?
9th. Oh, Tony. I may just mark that date down, and we may take a trip to Missouri. And I've always wanted to go
see
to
my
the.
brother. That's where my brother lives.
What's that place up there in Missouri?
Branson.
Branson. I've always wanted to go there, so maybe we'll see y'all there.
It's okay.
Yeah, they post. I don't know who's all helping with it. I know he's probably going. He was a speaker last year, but he's definitely going to promote it. Him and Sean are really good friends, so I'm sure he's going to help out, and somehow. Yeah, I'm going to take the 2x4s out. And Dale, we hope you are going to be there. And I wish I wanted to go to the one in Florida so bad, but I couldn't get on a plane, and that's the only way I could have done it because of the time.
He's got to just suck it up and go to sleep, and we'd be there.
So this is a poster of me and my partner canine partner Max.
I think they know that. That's why they said handsome sheriff.
Oh.
They were making a joke.
Oh. Well, one of our subscribers, TC, sent this to us, and there's a joke up there that maybe I don't want to move the phone; it might start buffering. But it says, "Wag Bar, Wag Bar, what are you going to do when I come get you?" And then it's got, we promote the Wag Bar. It's, anybody that purchased Wag Bar, they use the Eddy or Eddy family as a product code. They get a 10% off. Which, like I say, we have tons of Wag Bars. These are the hot and spicy ones. No, there's the. And then they sent us another value pack. They've got a special going to be coming up here in a couple of weeks.
They can't see any of that.
Oh, but yeah, they're if you haven't ever seen a Wag Bar, that's what they come in. They are absolutely awesome. You can leave them in the vehicle. They never go bad. I've had some in the back of mine. A couple of them I lost. I've had them back there for a while, so they make good snacks. But yeah, one of our subscribers sent that to us. I would tell them to build the wall. Yeah.
Canines is drugs. It's used for drugs.
Yeah, just narcotics. Yeah, Wag Bars are delicious. So if y'all do reorder, be sure to use the product code Eddy Family, because when it shows that y'all purchased it from our link, and we get a small percentage of it. So every little bit helps.
Daniel says, "Good night, y'all. Love watching your channel. Y'all be safe out there on the farm. And Eddy, thank you for what you do to perfect and serve in law enforcement. Thank you and God bless."
You're more than welcome. You have a nice night as well.
How come we never see Max on the farm? That's because he's a canine and you don't mess with him because
he has separation anxiety.
Yeah.
So he is over the hill here. The kids don't interact with him, and Steph will go over sometimes. If I need her to run water by or whatever. But the kids, we don't interact. The only time I deal with him is when we're training, exercising, or we're actually working. So. Yep, the building's going back.
We're rocking back and forth together too.
Oh.
I noticed that at church sometimes that we'll be swaying back to the music the same exact location or way or whatever.
Ain't that crazy how humans program themselves?
You just copycat.
No, you just want to be like me. Yeah, them Wag Bars are good. I wish I could send one through there. What else is going on?
Do you get to keep Max when you're done working?
No, he's too young.
He's young enough to be retrained, probably.
Yeah, he'll go with another handler. And I wouldn't want to keep him because he is an amazing work dog. Let me tell you.
He did awesome yesterday. We was training, or
yeah.
He was training, but on my car.
Steph will drive the car around. I'll stop her around the property and get him out and deploy him, and he'll find the narcotics on the car, and then I'll pull it off. So I use little magnet boxes so I can put a magnet on the car, and then afterwards I can take that magnet off, and there's no residual odor on there. So if I was to take a plastic baggie that had the narcotics in it and put it on there, he's going to smell that residual odor. A dog's nose is 50,000 times stronger than ours. So this dog's awesome.
And he's not even smelling for the narcotic. He's smelling for something that he knows he's going to get that ball.
Yeah, he thinks it's his ball. That's where a lot of people say that drug dogs are addicted to drugs. They have no clue what drugs are. We need to make a video showing them. They think it's their balls right there. So that's the reason why when they find it, you train it to sit there and stare. And they're just waiting for that ball to come out. And that's the reason why you have pop containers when you're training. So once they smell it, that ball pop up, and then they know that it's coming from there. So then you'll wait, make them sit there for about 30 seconds just looking at it and letting them be obedient to not be, distracted. But you sit there, but you got to make it look like the ball's coming from the car, which I used to use. Here's some of the deals I used with Harley. I trained Harley myself, which this one was a decoy. So we never put anything in it, but I got that on there for decoy. We got little holes in it, and what I would do with this is I would put it in the tire well or put it on a car or whatever, and they smell it. So when you start out, you'd put 1 and 1. You want to put 2 or 3 decoys out there, and then you'd put a hot one. And then, as long as he went to the hot one, which this one had cocaine in it, he would go to the hot one, and because you don't want him to start smelling PVC pipe, thinking the smell with PVC pipe, he alert to it. So that's the reason why you put the decoys out there and you proof him on everything you train with. You got to proof them. It's pretty neat once you get into it and start learning about it. It's amazing what you can teach a dog. You can teach them to find anything. It's pretty crazy.
Just want to know where the meetup was this year.
It'll be in Pryor, Oklahoma, and I'm not for sure what facility yet.
Leanne said, could you imagine if another officer from out of town stopped you and his dog smelled the scent? Ooh, you would have to charm yourself out of that one, Stephanie, or pull that the husband did it.
Is there drugs in the car? Not now.
Not anymore.
Yeah, but which I actually have a license through the state of Oklahoma and the Oklahoma Bureau of Narcotics and through the DEA. I can actually legally carry 1 ounce of coke, 1 ounce of each drug for my training aids.
But not me.
Yes, they are, Gail. They are taking responsibility. And, I didn't put the company's name out there just because I didn't want, for instance, this here, I didn't want no bad publicity or whatever for them. But, after we get our good building, I think I will give them a shout out, because they didn't have to do this.
No, they've worked with us.
They've worked with us really well. And I'm pretty sure we're going to get a building. It's just when, I don't know. But I'm all about, especially if there's somebody owning up to their mistake, I'm all good with it.
Do you like the movie Super Troopers? I don't think I've seen that.
I've seen little clippings of them. I haven't actually sat down and watched it. There's very few shows I can actually get tied into. One of them is Friday Night Lights. I can get locked into that. I can get locked in with the House of Cards and Prison Break and Breaking Bad.
Hey.
What?
Look what's gonna be here tomorrow.
Oh, you ordered Prison Break?
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh, that ain't good. That ain't good. I love Prison Break.
That is a really good show, and it's got a good. There are some, like, it's not one that we would let the kids watch just because there is some. It's prison life, so they there's just stuff you don't want your kids to see, but it's got a really good story behind it, I think. But speaking of Super Trooper, I haven't seen that one, but the movie Dog. Remember that one on Netflix?
Mm-mm.
It's about a canine officer that ends up going with Channing Tatum,
Craft.
whatever.
Good night. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. And I know it's super late, and I know y'all have to go. Y'all have to go, but we're just here for everybody tonight. I know people just hop on throughout, and some things we repeat, and some things we don't have to. But
They said you need to have that trailer blocked up since they're bringing a new one in.
yes, I'm going to. Since we have the blocks here, once if they do bring on, which I'm pretty sure they will, I'm just going to have them set it up, and we'll record it and go from there.
Oh, Brenda said have to go. We are making everything locked down for a stage 5 storm event.
Oh wow! Be safe up there.
What time is it here? It is 10:50 here.
Check out Tulsa Kings. Just don't let the kids. Never heard of that. Remember Tulsa Kings.
Screenshot on mine.
Oh. Petra sent the popcorn for Christmas. Yeah, the pop. Yeah, they eat popcorn. They love popcorn. No, you don't have to apologize. That's what we get on here.
That's why we say on extra long, because some people can watch from the beginning to like the middle, and then some people watch the middle to the end. Some people watch and then what's good about YouTube is they can always come back tomorrow and finish it. Or
the title of it was "You Wouldn't Believe What Happened to Us This Week," and there's probably new ones on here.
And you can explain that.
Explain that. So during the holidays, our lights just went out in the trailer
for like 3 days.
For 3 days, we didn't have no heat. We didn't have no.
Well, we had our heater.
We didn't have the furnace, and we didn't have our water pump. Nothing like that. So we go through the building or the trailer, go through all the breakers. We go around, get underneath it, check all the wires. William even comes up here and checks everything and can't find out what's going on. So we get a hold of an electrician. He said, I'm covered up until holler at me at the first part of the week, Tuesday. Well, that was it New Year's Day? Eve. New Year's Eve. Go to work, and I got a call that a lady had her chair repoed. Well, the deal was her nephew bought a chair. I guess when he filled out the application, the number was disconnected 2 days later, so they got him for fraudulent information. But once they delivered the chair the first day, they took her old chair and took it with them. 2 days later, they come back to repossess the chair that they dropped off 2 days prior. Well, the problem was, she said, okay, can I have my chair back? Because she had to sleep in her recliner. She slept in her recliner the last 4 years because she can't get in the bed to sleep because of her legs. And I was like, wow, that's pretty crazy. Why didn't they give you your chair back? And she said they didn't have all of it. So we go down and we talk to the people, and they take me out back, show me the chair. Long story short, I was like, which chairs was she going to get? And they showed me the chair, and it was like $1,300. And I was like, wow. And he was like, well, you can buy it out for this price. And that's when I learned that, wow, you're really taking advantage of people that don't have money. They have to, just because you have to pay something out, you have to pay $1,300, but you can buy it outright for $800. So anyway, she was like, she really didn't like this chair anyway. She said it wasn't big enough, and there was a chair sitting over there, and the arm was kind of broke on it. I said, "How much?" Looked over, it was like $800, and I was like, "Well, how much for that one there?" He was like, "Well, I'll call my boss." I said, "Well, if you give me a good deal on it, I'll just buy it, and we can fix this whole situation." So, anyways, we ended up buying it. Me and Blake actually put it in the unit. We drove it out here to the property, and we fixed the arm on it. And then on the way back, I said, told Blake, I'm real thankful that I'm able to do things like this now. If uh, Real thankful I'm able to do things like this now. How cool would it be if me doing a good deed come home tonight and our lights be on? And he just kind of kicked on laugh. He said, "Yeah, that would be awesome." So I showed up here like 5 minutes before the new year, and when I pulled up, all the lights were on in the trailer. Oh gosh, it gives me chill bumps just talking about it. And so I called Steph, and I said, ask Blake what I told him earlier today, and he said the lights are on, and I said, yeah. So God works is amazing. That just ain't no coincidence. That's God right there, and He's done a lot of amazing things for us in our life to get us where we're at. But I just thought I would share that. That was absolutely amazing.
It was. I was excited about it too because luckily it was warm enough that we didn't need the furnace. But because we did have this heater, and some nights we even cracked the windows open because it was too hot in there. But the good thing about it was all the electrical outlets, they worked. So if we needed to plug in a lamp or whatever, which we didn't have to because we had Olight.
Yeah, we had the lantern.
We had the lantern in the bathroom, and then the microwave light still worked too. So the microwave light stayed on for the kids' night light, and then our bedroom, we didn't need one because all we do in there is sleep. So it worked out.
The
good.
lady, when we showed up, to see the look on her face was amazing, and I don't know. It's just so cool to help someone and see that they truly appreciate it, and like I said, is we told her, is like, here's you a chair. We carried it in, set it in her room, and one thing about it, she was like, I don't have to pay nothing. I was like, nope, there's nothing you owe on it. You don't owe no payments. You ain't got to worry about nothing. You're good, and just pay up for it. So that's a great feeling to be able to make somebody. She giggled, and she said when she gets excited, she giggles like a little girl. And I was like, no, you're good. You ain't got to apologize. She was really, really thankful, and she was she was surprised. She didn't know we was coming back with the chair.
Did you ever find the reason why they were off?
What?
I don't know.
The lights? No. They've worked ever since.
Yeah. Even William said when they used to own this that it's happened a few times, but not days on. Like, it's happened like it'd go off for maybe an hour or so and then come back on, and he never really figured out why. It just came back on, so he didn't really worry about it.
And that's the deal, is it's just, yeah, 3 days that we went through that whole trailer, and it's amazing how God can just do the wildest things. Maybe he'll put us a house up there tomorrow.
You need to go do something good.
Yeah. No, and he does everything on his time.
Yep, it's his timing. And that's why we don't even call the contractor anymore, or the Chickasaw Nation anymore, just because it's all in God's hands, and he'll do it when it's time. And when we see the contractor or any of them coming up the hill or whatever, we'll know it's time.
Guess I've been rocking a bunch. No, the chair.
Dogs barking at the long arm. Ed said.
Probably. You're more than welcome. Thank you so much for hopping on here. And that's what we mean is like, if it wasn't for each and every one of y'all, we wouldn't get to do the things that we get to do, all this extra stuff. And that is because you take the time to leave us a heart on the video. That just pushes the video. And we don't say it, just do it to ours. All the channels you watch, leave a heart on a comment. That will help them tremendously, YouTube, push the videos. Yep, it's all in his timing. Bonnet, yeah, you're more than welcome.
Do you have to feed Max special food? I guess you can call that special food. It's a high protein food is what he gets. So yeah, he gets a little bit, he's a little extra special.
Yeah, he gets, it's called Victor. It's Victor. It's a high protein dog food.
And it stinks. Oh, I can't. I can't stand the smell of it. No, Dublin, Ed wasn't talking about the dogs because those are our livestock dogs and they're protecting the animals, which earlier today, which it was dark, but I think we heard a pig.
Yeah, we had heard several pigs.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Ed. Yeah, we are starting to offer some special deals on or add extra things to the members.
Can you use Max to take someone down that is running? No, but he has actually found. Oh, I forgot Leighton's got money.
Oh, he does. Don't he?
You found someone hiding or something.
Yes, so he won't attack someone, but we did find out that it was honestly a scare tactic. We pulled up to the house, and these two people take off, bail out, and they take off running. So I told Ben, I was like, I'm going to get him out and scare him. But I got him out there, and his nose started working like he does a car. And I was like, what in the world? And I got to thinking, I'm like, they was in there smoking marijuana, so they smell like marijuana, so he is chasing the odor.
Thinking it's a ball.
Yeah, thinking his ball's over there. So we get in the woods, and the closer I get, I say I'm going to release him, and this girl comes out screaming, and I cuff her, and I come back around, and they're like, where? I was like, Max took me to her. And so we put her in the car, and then we started working it again, and he got us on another trail that took us down a creek.
So the guy.
And led us to the way the guy ran. So yes, he will track, but they have to have drugs on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that ain't.
Thank you, Ron.
What is it?
You guys and your family, you're good, honest, living people.
Well, thank you.
Oh, okay, Dublin. Gotcha.
Animal auctions. No, we still got 3 or 4 months before we go to another one of them. From new subscriber, Phil. Thank you so much for checking us out and giving us a chance.
Hope you enjoy the content.
Yes, we will be. The video will release tomorrow. It's a pretty cool device we got in the mail.
What?
Yeah, that there.
I was like, what?
No, Max hasn't ate a Wag Bar. So he doesn't eat anything other than his dog food. And one reason why is there has been occasions where officers have fed their dogs beef jerky or whatever while they're in a car just enjoying and sharing with them. And they go to train and they start alerting to beef jerky. That's a big no-no. And then you have to start over with training, and that is really, really hard. And sometimes the dog will wash out. So that's the reason why I'm so careful on what he eats.
Wag Bar, she says Wag Bar like chocolate or what? It's actually Wagyu beef, which is just a different kind of beef. I explain it as kind of like a spam. It's kind of, I don't want to say rubbery. It's kind of like spam to me. Maybe a little bit. It's got a different texture to it, but the softness is kind of like spam. I think. But it's a beef jerky, pretty much.
Yeah, it's just like beef jerky. All right, Tony, you have a good night. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Now, we used to, on recording our videos, we started out with a super high dollar, nice camera. And then we went to GoPros because I think the kids started using it more and there was a stabilizer in it and it got a wider video. And then from there, now we just use our phones and we use our GoPro just if we need extra video, I think.
Yeah.
Pretty much use our phones.
I mean the ink pen up there. I'm going to show them. Here's another cool light that Olight sent me.
This?
Yeah.
Is it mine?
No, this is my work deal. This in here, this is pretty neat.
I like the case.
I don't know if it's new or not.
It's new to us. I bet there's a specific way to get it out. My fingernail. Or what's this? That charger?
No, I got it down here yesterday. There it is. So this is a Olight pen, which just looks like an ink pen.
They only send one?
Yeah, and then you push it out just like that right there, and then you write. So say,
You know, just like a pen.
just like a pen. Then you push it back up, and if you double click it, well, let me turn it around here. Oh, not click, push. It's got a light, and you can actually turn it on, off, and then you can. It's hard to do it. It's a laser. I don't want to shine it in y'all's eyes there, but yeah, it's actually a green laser. I was actually playing with this last night. It's pretty neat, but I thought that was cool. This is the first time I got one in the mail, but
I got one of those.
so they do have them. So yeah, this is one of them, and hand me that other box there. These are what we're going to be giving away the 10th.
Yes.
No, that over there, the brown box. We're going to be giving these are the way.
The video helped me get my laundry photos since I hate to fold and put away. You were more interesting than the laundry. I do that. I do the TV
These
thing.
are the ones that we're going to be giving away the 10th. We're going to do it on a live. And then we'll see how it goes. If it's a good live, they said they would send me more products to actually give away. They liked the last time we went live. They had a lot of interaction from all of our viewers. But yes, we're going to give some Olights away. And then once we get our shirts back, we can start giving some shirts back away as well. Yeah, they have some cool gifts. Yeah, they so they got a sale. Don't go buy none right now. They've got a sale that's going to start the 10th. And if you use the link and everything, that will just give our channel credit, and they will send us more stuff that we can give away by y'all just clicking on it and going. It's just like I don't put them in there very much anymore, but some of the description boxes, like if I use a drill or something, we'll put a link in the description box. If you was to click on that link and buy whatever that product is, we get a small percentage of that. It's just extra ways that we can earn money. OG, the real OG says the 11th. I have a USA address I can use when I win. All right. So the we just gave away the actual gas detectors. Those are actually being sent out this week just because of the holidays.
My son is on the 8th.
There's a bunch of them. Bunch of people. My dad's is the 5th, I think. 5th or 6th. January 6th, I think.
No.
All right, so it looks like understood. Just joking. Love the channel. Sounds like the dogs are on something. All right, guys. It is.
Yeah, coughing is really good.
What is?
My coughing.
Oh.
It's so good it's not.
You finally got rid of it.
Yep.
I'm gonna move them around real quick.
Man. I was just thinking about that the other day. You know, my kids have lived here, well, 4, 7, 9, and 11 years, and they have not had a fried pie, I don't believe. I know Brandon and I have. I'm not positive, but I don't think they have. And I need to get them one. Yeah, my sniffling is starting up, but that's because I'm out in the night air. Like tonight, we was doing the water just right before we got on here. And so, nighttime, I'll start the sniffling, but during the day, I'm fine. What is your frost depth line there? I don't really know. That's a Brayden question, and he may not know. I don't know. We will show some of the four-wheeler, but it won't be like a full, long clip. But we will show them. Let's see. I'm in the dark a lot. That Olight pen would be helpful. I love pens, and I'm very sad that he's not going to let me have this pen. I'm very, very sad. Uh-oh.
So, y'all remember, if y'all been with us for a while, y'all remember we had some babies when we lived in town. And this is one of those babies. So we have 4 of them still. And this is a female, in which we're going to be keeping her. And she's got her sister too. Super soft. They're really, really
super sweet.
Tame and sweet. Ain't that right? I'll get up there and say hello. Don't be camera shy. Yeah, she has got so big. Favorite animal on the farm? Mine would be the goats, probably.
Mine, I don't know. It's probably still Badger. I don't know. I really love Dixie, though. I love Carly too. I love them all. Oh, what was that screech?
Huh?
Screech.
Yeah.
Was that her?
No, it was that other one. I moved them.
Oh.
Yeah. I moved them. Yeah. She's so sweet.
And they got that winter coat.
Yeah.
She is super sweet. These ones actually got lost. Not lost. They stayed around the front of our camper and stuff. But they got out of the pen. The kids forgot to lock the gate just because it was a little bit harder to lock. But I don't think it. Well, yeah, I think it was the girls. They came right up. Well, one of them came right up to us. The other one, we got the chicken net.
You had to catch it with the chicken net.
Right.
But she's probably a year old now. Yeah, about a year old, somewhere in there. Yeah. Her mama's no longer with us. If y'all remember, we lost her with Harley as well. She had, it was when it was super, super hot, and we just couldn't. We lost a few rabbits, and
Yeah.
oh my gosh, we caught so much hate over it, but we did everything we could. But these guys here are absolutely awesome, which the kids spend so much time with them, and that's the reason why they're so tame.
Not like the old rooster Ed said.
The old one,
Mm-hmm.
he's the more lighter one. The other one, his son, has got more dark color to him. Ain't that right? Ain't that right? Yeah. Yeah. He's a sweet thing. Yeah. He's super sweet.
I love to watch rabbits clean themselves.
I like watching them when they are getting ready to start having their babies, because they start pulling their feather and building a nest. It's pretty neat.
And their fur, they don't have feathers.
Did I say feathers? I meant
Yeah.
fur.
Now, the other two boys, they're the brothers, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We got two
them
boys
two,
and two girls.
It's just like regular kids. The girls are more sweet and lovable like this. The boys, they try to nibble every time you go to get the water or feed out. They're little turds.
What does the stars mean by the names? That is when they some of they're members, but the colors mean how long they've actually been a member. So the one that you see with Ed's been a member with us for 2 years, 2 or 3 years now, and all it is there's a few extra perks, and it just helps us able to do extra things, but you get a few extra perks, like we will send out text messages and stuff when we go live. That way you get a message if YouTube don't notify you. Some people get notified later on, but we've been live 10-15 minutes. But and the other one is if they're got a ranch, they're mods. Well, it was summertime, and we was having heat waves to 100 to 10 to 112, 14, and some of the rabbits, they got too hot. We put water bottles in there. We had things covered them up. We did everything that we knew we could possibly do, but we still. And a lot of those guys we have already blocked. We got to a point that anybody that says anything negative or hateful about us, we would just block them. But there's some of y'all that will actually, defend us if we don't see it in time, and they will go in and explain. But you know, there's just those people out there that don't. They got to find something
We're
bad
doing the best we can
in everything.
and we don't. If we're doing something wrong, it's not because we want to do something wrong. We try to do the best we can, and then that's just life, though. Yeah, milk jugs we'll probably do that this year, just because water bottles was just not big enough.
Mary said Route 66 put their trampoline in the ground and kept the
Rabbits under it.
wow. Oh, put trampoline in the ground and kept the rabbits. Huh. I'll have to check that out because yeah, I actually got a phone call from her today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
About what?
Changing a name to a channel.
Oh.
You need to be a VIP member for extra perks. I don't have too extra. I totally understand that there's some months I get to join other channels and some months I can't. I totally understand.
He's so sweet.
Yeah, I know that it's just people just have negative stuff to say. Good move, Kendi. Oh yeah, we don't look at anyone any different. If you're a member or if you send super chats, anything like that, or you send gifts, we love each and every one of y'all, and we don't look at any different. And that's something that we've said from the very beginning and you can go back and hold me to this. At the very beginnings, my new videos, I said if we ever got big, I would still treat everyone the same and answer the comments, and I wouldn't change. And I believe that we've stayed the same, if not got more personal. So we try to keep everything real. Wayman, I understand, and like I say, that's the reason sometimes we show the videos to the basic member as well. You know, I'm just a real softy, and I'm always try to, make people feel good. I'm somebody I don't like. I guess because of my job, I make so many people mad that when I'm off, I want to make everybody feel good. So yes, the ponies do pull carts. Marie and them's actually got a cart down there. We may do some of that this summer.
Good night, Andel.
Yeah, good night. Yeah, I know. She's also put her ducks under there too.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I stole the duck egg. We are here pretty soon, hopefully. We're going to. I used a lot of the panels to make a bigger pen, so we will move that out there soon. But Wayman upgraded. Well, Wayman, appreciate that. You didn't have to do that. All right, guys, we are at 11:22. We've been on here for a long time, so um, Well, I sure hope so. Like I say, we try to keep everybody. Um, I mean, because y'all are we talk to y'all more than we do our regular family,
Mm-hmm.
and I just love it that y'all are at a button. I can push a button and everybody's there. I mean, there's no reason for me.
It's kind of like subtitles to a movie. Like you could read and hear what they're
Right,
talking about.
right. All right. You have a good night as well, Debbie Morgan. How are you?
Alrighty.
All right, we're going to go ahead and sign off for tonight. Like I say, we will be going live the 10th, and I will be releasing my video tomorrow evening. Be sure to leave us a heart on all the videos you watch. That just keeps the kiddos' little fingers busy. But Leighton likes going through reading them anyways. But thank y'all so much for hanging out and just chilling with us, and we'll see y'all in the next video. Good night, guys.
Good night.
Say good night. Say good night. Good night.